Hello everyone, Stormlight here and welcome to today's thoughts on video. And for today's thoughts on video, I am going to be doing on the 100th episode special of My Low Point Precious Magic, which was titled Slice of Life. So yeah, so I have seen some of you actually want me to have reacted to this episode instead of doing this review on the episode, but I felt well, first off, I will explain a little bit of why I actually wouldn't be able to react to it, but also I want to be able to do this video, express my thoughts on the episode, since obviously this is a very special type of episode, obviously since it being the 100th episode in the show, and obviously there was a lot of jokes, references, character development, all that type of stuff in this episode. So I feel like I would be able to have a lot more to talk about in this type of video than I would have in reaction, because everything be obviously a lot of things were going very fast in episodes, very fast paced, so I wouldn't be able to talk about as much as I would be in this topic video. So yeah, overall I just want thought it'd be better to do this type of video instead of a reaction video instead. Now on to the actual reason why I didn't do a reaction video here. First to know, I actually went to MSP over the weekend, and they actually had a live, well, not actually a live, but it had a screening of the 100th episode special in the main hall of the convention, where everyone there could view it. So obviously, with it being the 100th episode special and being able to view with the hundreds of other people that also like the show, I thought it'd be just a lot better to watch it there instead of just watching it by myself on a laptop, recording myself on a camera. So yeah, so and it was definitely very special, since yeah, so there's just a ton of also people there to watch it with me and also laugh along. It's like, I got that joke, oh that was a cool reference and such, so, and oh, I like that character's voice and such in this episode. So yeah, it was just really cool to see. And Emery Larson was actually there, and he actually was able to talk about the episode afterwards, saying what he liked and disliked about the episode, what got cut, yeah, that type of stuff after the episode. And actually after all of that, we actually got to see it twice in that same time period. So actually got to see it twice in a short amount of time with all those people. So yeah, that was very cool to see at the convention with a bunch of people. So obviously that's why I didn't do actually, because it wouldn't be, I wouldn't have been as excited I would be if I were to yeah, obviously I've seen it at the convention, but also do another reaction on my computer here, since it wouldn't be my initial reaction because I would already seen it, so it wouldn't be as fun and such for you guys to see my reaction to it, because I've already seen it to it. So yeah, so that's obviously why the big reason why I didn't do reaction videos, since I've already seen it 3 times now, or only a few other times, because I written a bunch of notes on the episode for this particular video. So yeah, so yeah, overall I've already seen the videos, that's why I didn't do reaction video to it. So for the rest of this thoughts on video, I would like to talk about the episode and explain the story for begin to end, explain major parts, and then along the way I would like to talk about a lot of things I liked in the story, and then at the very end I would also talk about some various stuff about the various forces of the characters in the show, some of my favorite jokes or references, the moral and such. So yeah, that kind of stuff at the end. So yeah, without further ado, let's finally get to the story of Slice of Life. Oh yeah, before I forget, those who haven't actually seen the episode yet, I want to give this little disclaimer before we begin. Spoilers! So yeah, now with that said, let's finally begin. So yeah, the story, the episode starts off with showing Cranky Doodle and Matilda still living together, and they actually showing them actually getting married the next day, which is also very nice to see, since we haven't seen them since season 2 and such, and also seen the full album, seen more pictures of them spend more time together, and but then also we see on the wedding invitations that the wedding date was actually misprinted, and it was actually that very same day instead of like the next day. So and then and like everyone had RSVP'd, including the princesses. So obviously everyone was already like in Ponyville and such, so they obviously couldn't like move it to like the next day or anything. So they quickly had to get everything set that very next day. So obviously we got like a big problem right there. I kind of like how like this problem started off because Cranky wanted the interchange print off like from like the cheapest person section. So obviously like points out that like, Cranky's is a little cheap. Kind of reminds me of Mr. Krabs from SpongeBob. So that's how kind of funny. And like he was actually able to ask Derpy Hooves to do that. So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. They actually have her show that, and I thought it was really cute when they showed her like bring out that basket of muffins and offer a muffin. That was very cute. And also I also liked to see that it was actually Featherweight who did the misprints and such, but even Cranky specifically said he wanted someone that was not experienced in printing. So yeah, so he obviously got himself in trouble because of that little detail there. So that was pretty funny and such. So obviously Derpy, or Muffins as Hasbro is also officially calling her, because yeah, M.A. Larson talked about that like after the episode. So man, it's okay names. At least she has a name, so it's okay. At least it's based on like food she likes. So but anyway, so Derpy obviously feels bad for like what she did for like giving out the invitations a day early. So and she like hoping like how she can fix this. And I really like what the show staff is doing here with her character, because this is how like the fan base has like based her character off like like she's clumsy and like all that, but she's also very kind and she wants to be able to help fix the problems like problems that like popped up, or like some she may have like caused. And yeah, I really like what the show staff did with the character in this overall episode. It was very nice to see that. So she specifically wants to go back in time to fix this, and then the camera who does the camera pan to next? Dr. Hooves! Yay! Yes! Oh my gosh, when I saw him pop on screen, holy crap! Like me and everyone else, we lost our shit, but everyone else also lost shit when we saw Derpy the first time too. But me specifically, I like personally am a little more big a fan of Dr. Hooves, also Doctor Who. So obviously I was really excited to see him on screen, and it was just really fun to actually see him in this episode. I was engrossed to like every scene that the Doctor was in, especially when he took Derpy to his like a laboratory, which definitely had a lot of like cool like gadgets, inventions. Yeah, like it's just like a bunch of like cool stuff in there. Like definitely reminded me a bunch of stuff like from the Victorian era, like based off like the steampunk like type of stuff, which I'm also a big fan. So it was definitely really cool to see all the neat stuff in there. Definitely reminded me of that type of stuff. And also seeing Derpy like mess with all the things, especially in that little plane and then the electrical ball thing. That was very cute. And also, I thought it was interesting of the Doctor's theory of having time come forward to you. Was yeah, that was definitely really interesting. But then he was really bummed out when he found out that there's already a time cell, specifically the one from the episode It's About Time, like when Twilight did that to go back in time to warn herself about the great like something bad was gonna happen. But anyway, so yeah, I actually would love to see more of this type of Doctor in like fanfics and other works and such. But don't get me wrong, I love the fact that he's based off Doctor Who. But obviously this Doctor Who's is his own pony, like more than likely not specifically the Doctor. So It's just really cool of him to have his own like personality and his like lifestyle and that type of stuff. So it's definitely really cool to have like like his own like theories, and obviously he definitely has a bunch of his own invention stuff. So I definitely like this. I'll see a lot more of this type of Doctor Who's and like fanfics and artworks. So while watching the scene with Doctor Who's, I had an idea where when Doctor Who's like said that like science and all that was better than magic. I thought it'd be kind of interesting to have like a scene or like something like that of him and Twilight having a debate of like science versus magic. So I think that would be kind of fun to see. And also P.S. I am bigger fan of pairing Doctor Who's and Twilight together than him with Derpy, since it's just be like more logical, since like the more intelligent ponies, and I think they have definitely get along a lot better than and such. So yeah, I think I don't know, just me personally, I think Doctor Who's and Twilight would be a little better pair than Doctor Who's and Derpy's. And I think my friend Jeremy or Kyle, as you saw from my earlier reaction videos, also kind of agree with me. Actually, I should mention, yeah, they never actually showed it in the episode, but after our initial viewing of the episode, Larson actually explained that like one of the scenes that got cut was actually showing the thing that that traumatized Doctor Who's as a child and made him do all this science and make all those inventions and stuff. And actually was bowling, like not figuring out how to like knock all the pins down. So that obviously like it would make sense to like cut that out, since obviously we could just like tell, because it went into the bowling alley later, obviously confused him, not be able to figure out how to hit all the pins and stuff. So it would make sense to cut it out, but it's still interesting that they still had the fact that it had Doctor Who's being traumatized by bowling to have him be the stallion stage. It's pretty interesting, also a little funny at the same time. Also, before I move to the next scene and like all that stuff, I should say that the Doctor's catchphrase "Great Wicker and Stallions" it's a definitely interesting catchphrase. Like not like the greatest, especially with some of the other Doctor's catchphrases, but it's still pretty interesting. But if you guys have remember hearing him say the Pacific one LZ at the very end of the episode, me and Rose definitely went crazy when he said that. That was very cool. So yeah, after Derpy reminded the Doctor that the Brony was moved to that day, he forgot that he actually had to get his suit tailored by Rarity for the wedding, which that actually kind of looks a lot more human than Pony, because his sleeves were longer than like a normal pony's. But anyway, so but Rarity isn't at the boutique, so but then while there, he actually sees Vinyl walking by. So he tries to ask her where he can find Rarity, and Vinyl shows him the way. And I actually should note that the music that Vinyl was listening in her headphones was actually like a rendition or like alternative remix or something like that of DJ Snake's and Lil Jon's "Turn Down for What." So when I saw that's very cool. That was really cool. That was really cool. So obviously Vinyl misdirects the Doctor to the bowling alley, and actually so who they meet there, yeah, me and everyone definitely lots of shit. So they meet the Lebowski ponies. So that was definitely really cool to see them again. Definitely did not expect to see that. But anyway, so the Doctor meets up with them, where they actually would help him tailor a suit if they help him go do a bowling game with them. So yeah, it's to do that in order to get his suit tailored. After that scene, we see Octavia meet up with the CMC, like a group of other ponies, asking what the main 6 are up to, where Everbloom responds that either it's a friendship problem or a monster attack, and then Sweet Ball's like they're probably more likely fit like solve it in like 30 minutes tops, which is definitely nice like fourth wall break in there. And then Octavia definitely doesn't like this because she still needs to figure out what song to play at the ceremony for the wedding that day. So yeah, that's not very good. And then Matilda shows up to find Pinkie Pie, who is Matilda's wedding planner. But then all of a sudden we see the monster that's attacking the town, which is a 4-armed, black and white furred, red-eyed Bugbear. What the hell? No, seriously, me and everyone was like, what the hell is that? I did not know how to respond when I saw that creature on screen. It was like, what the hell? And like, whenever it popped more on screen, I was still like, what the hell is going on here? It's definitely really cool design, but what the hell? So obviously with the main 6 basically with the Bugbear, anyway, Matilda needs to find a new wedding planner, and in comes Emphasis Star, or Sparkler, aka Sparkler, if you can't pronounce her the first part of her name right, like me, if some of you didn't get what I said. But anyway, so apparently Sparkler used to be one of the best planners at Ponyville before Twilight showed up, which is kind of funny, but also kind of sad now since she's not really able to do that kind of stuff now. But anyways, so Matilda then recruits Sparkler as her wedding planner, so that's pretty cool to see. So then we see Derpy find a 2 and then asks Matilda if she could do anything to help fix the mess that she kind of caused, and Matilda asks her to check up on the flowers for the wedding. But unfortunately, the flowers aren't even have come in yet, so there aren't any flowers to even be arranged yet, so that kind of sucks. So in the next scene, we see Lyra and Bon Bon decorating the town hall for the wedding, and there are so many hints that are more than just friends. For God's sakes, me and everyone else like, oh sure, they're just friends, and all this just friends. Oh my gosh, seriously, there's so many hints that there's obviously more than just friends in that first 30 seconds. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, it's just, they may be just friends, but just the way that they interacted with each other, it makes me think otherwise. But anyways, so when Lyra tells Bon Bon that there's a Bugbear going on outside with main 6, Bon Bon starts to freak out because it's revealed that she's actually a secret agent, and her real name is Secret Agent Sweetie Drops. And I'm not gonna lie, I almost died of laughter when I heard that, because those who know, Bon Bon or Sweetie Drops has almost 2 names by Hasbro. So the fact that they have just mentioned her 2 names here is really, and how they were able to use it here was really cool. But anyway, so yeah, it turns out Bon Bon or Sweetie Drops is a secret agent for Canterlot, specifically against monsters, but unfortunately the Bugbear escaped Tartarus, so the agency had to be shut down, and Bon Bon had to go undercover in Ponyville. But then now the Bugbear has apparently followed her here, so now she has to blend in the crowd and somehow take care of her or something like that. But I don't know. But then and she tells Lyra to be safe and all that. But I do like how Bon Bon still blends in the crowd, she and all their background ponies already do. So that suck. So pretty funny to see, and I just love this idea, and I love what they did with Bon Bon's 2 names. But anyways, so when Lyra tells Bon Bon that there's a Bugbear going on outside with main 6, Bon Bon starts to freak out because it's revealed that she's actually a secret agent, and her real name is Secret Agent Sweetie Drops. And I'm not gonna lie, I almost died of laughter when I heard that because for those who know, Bon Bon or Sweetie Drops has almost like 2 names by Hasbro. So the fact that they have just mentioned her 2 names here, it's really, and like how they were able to like use it here was really cool. But anyway, so yeah, it turns out Bon Bon or Sweetie Drops is a secret agent for Canterlot, specifically against monsters, but unfortunately the Bugbear escaped Tartarus, so the agency had to be shut down, and Bon Bon had to go undercover in Ponyville. But then now the Bugbear has apparently followed her here, so now she has to blend in the crowd and somehow take care of her or something like that. But I don't know. But then and she tells Lyra to be safe and all that. But I do like how Bon Bon like still blends in the crowd like she and like all their background ponies already do. So that was so pretty funny to see, and I just love this idea, and like I love what it did with Bon Bon's 2 names. So yeah, Lyra is clearly upset with Bon Bon on not telling her the truth, and I got upset that like all the times they might have spent together like possibly might not have been true and might have been fake, but Bon Bon assures her that they're all real and they're still best friends with each other. So so yeah, then she has to go out and blend in the crowd and somehow to stop the Bugbear. So after that, we see the Doctor still bowling at the bowling alley with the Lebowski ponies, where he's then stuck at a 7-10 split, which definitely sucks for anybody bowling. But but if he makes that shot, he wins the game for them. But unfortunately, Derpy comes in and messes up his shot. But then she mentions that the flameless fireworks that he showed earlier actually look a lot like flowers that might use them for the way instead of like the flowers. So, but the Doctor rushes out trying to tell her that he doesn't know like what the trigger is, so anything can basically send him off. So, but he isn't able to get to her, or at least explain to her in time. So, yeah, so that kind of sucks. So yeah, like in the next shot, we see Matilda getting her hair done at the spa, and then who does she meet at the spa? Stephen Magnets. Oh my gosh, that was just really great to see him again. It's been like 4 seasons since we've seen this character, and like when Larson was talking about this character at the very end, he actually said that Stephen Magnet, it was like actually one of his favorite characters. So yeah, he was also very happy to see this character back. He was actually trying to have this character show up at the season 3 finales, where he would be showing up with the like Twilight be flying around with Rainbow Dash, so like passing by the dragons, seeing Stephen Magnet and Stephen actually be doing the song. So that would have been kind of funny, but you know, like the time and a whole bunch of stuff got cut and such. But anyway, so so it's really nice to see that apparently Stephen Magnet was a good friend of Cranky, and like they did like a bunch of adventures and stuff together. And I really like the part where he says like the wedding is everything, like not just the marriage itself. So that was kind of funny. So like I just loved like every moment that Stephen Magnet was on screen. So after the commercial break, we see Final Scratch walk up to her house, and where apparently it's shown that she's roommates with Octavia. So yeah, me and a bunch of the other people in the room we were watching, and we're definitely cheering for that, since that was pretty cool, especially the house he lived in. It looks very cool. But yeah, so we still see Octavia trying to figure out a song to play at the wedding, since she wants to be the special, but all the other wedding songs are like all standard and not very exciting, so she wants to still make it special. So Vinyl hears this and thinks to be going to add like her like little touch there, or like add some of her whooves to the music. So takes like a couple tries to like add like so she gets like to her table and starts like playing her music along with Octavia's. Takes like a couple tries to get it right, but they eventually do it, and the end result is so great. It was such a really good song, especially like build up to the song. It was definitely really cool. all to listen to. And actually, in the room we were watching to, like, the people in charge of all the mics and all the lights in the room were actually like turn on some of the lights, like for especially for like the concerts, like on over the weekend, and actually like start playing with the music. So that was definitely really cool to see and do so. And but anyway, so but then Octavia then says that they're gonna be late for the wedding. But so Vinyl hears this, and so they get has her and Octavia get on her bass-mobile, which is definitely a very interesting, creative a vehicle to see. And so yeah, so they take that vehicle into town to the town hall, and definitely a lot of shenanigans happen along the way. So on their way to town hall, they practically pick up like every pony in Ponyville on their vehicle, and but then like by the end of their journey, they like trip over the tri-cane of like all things, which is pretty funny to see. And then as they're like falling off the bass-mobile, as I'm calling it, trademark, we see Gummy like seen from a distance, or like from Circuit Corner, seeing them all fly in the air. And then apparently like we hear them having like an inner monologue of like asking what is life and what really is a cutie mark. And holy crap, that was just really funny, and the fact that it went on for so long was definitely very funny. So props to Amy Larson and the show staff for making that happen. So that was just very cool. So after that, we actually find everybody like literally flying to their seats, and just in time for the wedding. Then we actually see Celeste and Luna appear at the wedding. Actually, turns out that they actually forgot their present for the wedding, so we see them argue about that, which is pretty fun to see. And you actually see Shiny Armor and Cadence there too, but then we see Shiny Armor actually crying there, where Cadence explains that he usually does this, but apparently before the wedding starts, which is definitely pretty funny. And but then Bon Bon comes in. This is a little later, like telling her pony that the main six have defeated the Bugbear, which is definitely very nice. She then meets up with Lyra to like just make sure she didn't reveal her secret identity to anybody, but thankfully Lyra didn't. But then Lyra tells Bon Bon one of her deep secrets, and was that she cooked up some like oats or something they stayed up and ate them all with. But then she was thrilled that she told that deep secret of hers. So, and Bon Bon was like, "That's what friends for." So, and they hugged and made up and such. That was that was kind of a nice moment to see that. So very nice. And then just like before the wedding starts, we see the doctor rushing in. Like apparently he lost his suit along the way, and then apparently he found all he had in his closet was a very familiar looking long scarf on him. So definitely really cool. So, and then just before he comes into town hall, yeah, of course he says Alonzi, which is definitely unfortunate. I actually missed it the first time. I was like, wait, what did you say? What did you say? And then he said I did it. But then of course the second time I watched it, then I heard him say that. I was like, yeah. It's like, oh, that was really cool. So definitely very nice to see that. And then yeah, just very before the when it begins, we see Cranky apparently lost his wig when all that fiasco happened earlier. But then Senior Manga is generous enough to cut some of his mustache off to actually put it on Cranky's head as like an alternative wig, which is definitely very nice and sweet of him. So definitely very nice. So the wedding finally begins, and everybody is seated except for the main six, where apparently Derpy locked them out, and Mary like starts like wedding Matilda and Cranky, and like during like the mayor's speech, I love the part where Love was able to bring them together, like no matter like the obstacles and such. But then also like and then they kind of like points to Slicey Luna, and then like and it shows them like holding Hooves, and I thought that was really sweet because like all the things, because I like of course like all the things they obviously been through. So it's also very nice to like hear that and then like see Slicey Luna there. So that was definitely very sweet. And then and also like for Mary to explain the moral of the episode, where basically like any character in the story can make all life exciting, like no matter how big or small of a role they may have. So I thought that was very nice, especially for what this episode was based off of. So that was very nice. So so the episode ends up with Matilda and Cranky finally being married, and then the camera then shows the main six standing outside the hall, like looking inside the town hall from a window, and then like showing them like appreciating for like how great a town they live in. So I thought that was definitely a very nice way to end a really great episode. So yeah, that's all. Geez, that was a lot I had to say about the story itself. But now I am going to be talking about like the characters, specifically the 6 main ones that this episode like focused on. So the first character I'm going to talk about is Derpy Hooves, who in this episode was voiced by Tabitha St. Germain, who, those of you don't know, voices Rarity and Luna from the show. And actually, apparently, I also found out that she voices Granny Smith from the show. So I also didn't know that. But anyways, I absolutely loved how she was portrayed on this episode. It absolutely fits how the fan base basically created her character, like ever since she was first introduced in the show, accidentally introduced in the show. And then I thought the voice was a little bit off at first, but I was like later on, it was still overall okay. And I still liked how it's still a lot very similar, like it sounded a lot like Belle Dumble Rat's impression of Derpy's voice, where she likes to voice Derpy in the series Doctor Who's and Assistants. So yeah, if you ever like heard her voice, her rendition of Derpy, definitely check her voice out. It's definitely a very nice. So yeah, the next character I want to talk about is Dr. Hooves, who apparently is voiced by Pierre New, who also actually voiced Big Macintosh, which I kind of wish they got a British voice actor to voice the Doctor here. So it was so pretty cool. Like Pierre New voiced the Doctor here. Was actually had him say a lot of lines here as the Doctor instead of as just Big Mac. But so yeah, obviously with me being a big Doctor Who and Doctor Who's fan, it was definitely really cool to see him featured in this episode. And I just love how they like put a lot of like all the intelligence and charm of the Doctor himself into Doctor Who's, and I just loved what they did to add like all the extra stuff. I just loved all the extra stuff to add to his character, like his laboratory, like the little trauma he had as a child, and all the other stuff. So yeah, I definitely love what the show staff did to add to his character in this episode. Now the next character I want to talk about is Lyra Heartstrings, and in this episode she was voiced by Ashley Ball, and in the those who know, she's also voices Rainbow Dash and Applejack. And I don't have too much to say, but she was still very fun to watch in this episode, and I definitely like the friendship she had with Bon Bon in this episode, and it was still pretty funny to see her say like a human at the wedding at the end. That was still definitely pretty funny. Next character I want to talk about is Bon Bon, or Sweetie Drops, whoever you want to choose, and she was voiced by Andrea Libman, and those who know, she also voices Pinkie Pie and Fluttershy from the show. So yeah, obviously I absolutely loved what they did with her, Larson and the show staff did with her character, especially with her two names here, and the fact that it made her into a secret agent against monsters working in Canada. That was just a really cool idea. I loved what they did there, and yeah, I almost died of laughter when that was revealed. And I also like that she basically like cares for Lyra's safety, and like especially when the Bugbear hog comes into town. I thought that was a very nice way to like show that she cares for her friend here. So that's also very nice the show there. Okay, so the next character I want to talk about is Octavia, who was voiced by Kasumi Evan. and apparently she's the same voice for Rarity. So that was pretty interesting. So yeah, she definitely acted a lot like I expected her to, since she definitely acted a lot I expect her to. But also they had a lot more personality and more charm to her, especially when she would rather play a more special song at the end instead of the more standard wedding songs that people are used to. So I like that little touch to her character, and that was very nice. Okay, so I saved the character I definitely have a lot more to talk about at the end here, and that character is Final Scratch, and she was voiced by no one. And that was a decision made by Hasbro, where it was decided that she does not talk, and I agree with them. She doesn't talk, at least specifically for her character. I've actually talked to a couple of people, and it seemed like comments talking about this particular subject and such. And I think with the fact of having Vinyl on mute, however, this actually tells a lot about her character. So that's specifically the fact that she's a mute, she's obviously not able to talk, but with her music, she's able to express herself in that particular ways. And like a lot of this reminds me, like with Beethoven, him writing his music and then be able to play it, but then obviously he was dead, so he couldn't hear his music, but he's able to create all the great music that we're all familiar with. And obviously with the music that Fountain was able to make in the episode, it's like you don't need to be able to speak in order to able to express yourself, able to create great things. So I really loved what's just so I really like the decision to make her mute and still be able to make her a really cool character. So I definitely really like that. I really like these type of characters that are able to express themselves in these type of really cool ways. But also there's in substitutions of something else, like with Vinyl playing music in substitution of her muteness, and like with Beethoven playing his music in substitution for his hearing loss. So yeah, I think that was a really very nice decision. I definitely approve of Final Scratch being a mute. I still like Noah Keen's voice acting for Final Scratch, but if a lot more more animations and stuff were to have Final Scratch be a mute, I'd definitely be really cool with that. Okay, now this particular section, I saved up for all the jokes or references and specific moments I like throughout the episode, and listed here. And actually I have like a full page, like a bunch of stuff I like throughout the episode, and it follows basically all the Doctor Who references in the episode. So that includes basically the whole time thing with the Doctor, his suit being tailored that looks like human-like, his catchphrases, him hugging Rose Luck, him specifically references to Rose Taylor from Doctor Who, and then the scarf that he wore, and obviously him saying LMZ. That was very cool. Now, also I really liked Derpy and her offering the muffins. That was really cute. And then Cranky and his cheapness. That was very funny. And then Vinyl not be able to hear the Doctor. That's very funny to see. And then the Doctor's laboratory. That was very cool. And then Bowski's Ponies showing up again. That was very nice. Sweetie Belle breaking the fourth wall. Mentioning the problem being something in 3 minutes. That was very funny. And then the whole Bugbear attack. Emphasis Star or Sparkler playing all the stuff before Twilight showed up. A particular moment, the horror. So that was very nice. I'll call back to a very early episode. The whole Lyra and Bon Bon just friends moments. Bon Bon revealed being a secret agent. Steering Magnet showing up again. That was very nice to see. the design for Vinyl's and Octavia's house. That was really cool. Very well designed. That was really cool. And then Vinyl's Octavia's song for the wedding. That was very well made. And then the bass-mobile and everyone piling up onto it. And then there's also a particular screenshot of some of the show staff from LP wearing a horse mask. And if you actually haven't seen that, definitely check that out. There is a screenshot of show staff wearing a horse mask. Like that moment shows like when everyone's like flying out of the bass-mobile. So definitely check that screenshot out. It's a really funny screenshot. And also, I really liked Gummi's monologue, Celestia Luna's argument over the present, Shinar crying over the wedding, Derpy locking the main six out of the town hall, and then finally the changing at the wedding. That was definitely a really nice touch. I really like that. So one of the last things I want to talk about is the moral itself, and actually was able to write it down here. So I just want to be able to read off. So the moral of like why I was able to get of the moral, like what Mary said in the episode was, every pony is the star of like their own story, and it's not just the main characters that make our lives so rich. It's every pony, those that play big roles and those that play small. And there are so many stories out there that make this so true. Not just like MLP, like we're even characters that like many of them like just show up like for like a couple of seconds, like can still like leave like a huge impact into the story or like into like the fan base that's like the story is based off of. So I definitely really like that moral, and it was also very nice to see them do this moral with every pony in the show and not just background ponies. So that was definitely very nice to see that. So in conclusion, all this very long thoughts on video. Sorry if this is going on for longer than you guys thought, but I definitely have a lot to talk about for this episode, since this being the 100th episode special. But this episode was an absolute blast to watch, especially and MLP MSP with all the people there. It was had a lot of great characterization, especially with the background characters there, especially the popular ones, and there was just like a ton of jokes and references to laugh at and stuff. It was just very nice to see those, and it's just overall very special episode like for the fans and such, and that was it was just a lot of fun. It was just really fun episode. I had a lot of fun with what they did with this episode being the 100th episode and giving back to the fans. I just overall really love what they did with it. It was a lot of fun. So you guys will probably be surprised here with my rating, but if I were to ask me like if I were to give this a rating, I would more likely give a ridiculous rating, like over 9,000 out of 10. But if I was to give like like a reasonable rating and such, I would give this a rating of 6 out of 6 cutie marks. Some people may think that this oral episode was just pandering to the fans, but it's not the episode. Of course, it's me doing that. But it still had a good story in it with like a ton of fun characters to help make it a really fun ride. And definitely a lot of the jokes and references there are definitely very fun to watch and laugh at, and it's also a very nice moral at the end. So I definitely had a lot to claim about the episode. It's definitely easily like in my top 10, more probably like a top 5. Maybe my #1 favorite. I'm not 100% sure. More probably like my top favorite episode. I'm not sure. I would probably have to go through like all the episodes again. Like, is my favorite, or yeah, I'm really just surprised this is like my absolute favorite, since obviously with everything they put into this episode. So overall, this is just a really awesome episode, and you guys haven't seen this episode, you definitely need to check out. It is great. So, overall, that's all my thoughts and opinion on the 100th episode special of My Little Pony Friendship with Magic on Slice of Life. And I do hope you guys enjoyed everything I had to say about the episode. I do apologize if I did ramble about the time or drag on or anything, but I did want to be able to explain the story, like, you know, like give my thoughts, like certain parts of the story. I do apologize if you would have rather have seen me done a reaction to the episode, but like I said before, it's like I was seeing like a couple times with like a bunch of other people, so it wouldn't be much of a reaction then. So I do apologize, but anyways, but I will react to the next episode when it comes out this upcoming Saturday or whenever that is. I don't know, but we'll see. So I do hope you guys enjoyed my my thoughts on video here. So yeah, make sure to like this video, subscribe for more videos. And then you comment down below, let me know like what you guys thought of, yeah, let me guys know what you thought of the episode. I would love to hear your thoughts on this episode. So yeah, let me know in the comments. So yeah, yeah, too much to say, but I do have like another possibly another reaction video planned for tomorrow, and I don't know if I would like do it here because it's a lot more space than I had. Like I was like recording like over there, but it has like less space. And also it's like another spot I have over there, like with some other particular spot I may want to like to make some reaction videos like over there, especially with some when I have on the wall. But if you guys want me to like do reaction videos here, let me know in the comments below, and yeah, so let me know. So overall, that's the end of this video. We'll see you guys very soon. Bye.